Hi everyone, this is Jack from Maths Forge, and in today's lesson we're going to be rounding decimal places. Let's take a look at our first example. Here we're being asked to round 41.18 to 1 dp. 1 dp means the first decimal place. So if it's asking you to round to the first decimal place, then you're going to be focused on this 1 here since it's sitting in the first decimal place. And so what we do to round this number is we check directly to the right of it. Check one number to the right, and in this case it's an 8. And when you check the number to the right of it, if that number to the right of it is 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, then the number you're focused on, which is this 1 here, rounds up. It goes to the next number above it, which is, in this case, a 2. If you check the number to the right of the number you're focused on, so if this 8 wasn't actually an 8, if it was a 0, 1, 2, 3, or 4, then the number you're focused on, this 1, would stay the same. And all numbers after it will be a 0. So for this example, we can see that the number we're focused on is the number in the first decimal place, which is this 1. And then we check directly to the right of it, which is an 8. Is it 5 or greater? Yes, it is. So the 1 rounds up. So it becomes 41.2. Notice how the numbers before it stay the same. Notice how this 8, even though it's been used to round the 1 up to a 2, we actually don't need to write a 0 after it, since we're only being asked to round to the first decimal place. So if they're asking us to round to the first decimal place, then this is the number I'm going to give it to, the first decimal place. And if we check our answer, there it is. We'll do another 1-star example. Here we're being asked to round 2.544 to 1 decimal place. So since it's 1 decimal place, we're going to check the number in the first decimal place, which is this 5. Everything before it stays the same. Check the number directly to the right of it, which is a 4. Now the number directly to the right of it, this 4, is it 5 or greater? No, it's not. It's less than 5. Therefore, the number we're focused on in the first decimal place, this 5, stays the same. And all numbers after it turn into a 0. But since they're only asking for the first decimal place, we don't need to write the zeros after it. So 2.544 rounded to the first decimal place should be 2.5. And if we check our answer, there it is. Now let's do a 2-star example. Here we're being asked to round 4.61299 to 2 decimal places. So we focus on the number in the second decimal place, which is this 1. Check directly to the right of it, which is this 2. Is the number directly to the right of it 5 or greater? No, it's not. So this 1 stays the same. So our answer is going to be 4.61, and all of the numbers after it turn into a 0. But since they're asking for 2 decimal places, therefore we're only going to give them 2 decimal places. So it's 4.61. And if we check our answer, there it is. Now we'll do a 3-star example. Here we're being asked to round 0.555960 to 5 decimal places. So I'm going to check the number in the 5th decimal place. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're going to focus in on the 6. Check directly to the right of it. So this 0 here, is this 0 5 or greater? No, it's less than 5. Therefore, this 6 stays the same, and all numbers before it are also the same. So it's going to be 55596. And since it's asking us to round to 5 decimal places, I'm only going to give them 5 decimal places. So the 6 did not end up rounding up. It ended up staying the same. And if we check our answer, there it is. We'll do a final 3-star example. Here we're being asked to round 6.9736137.5 to 6 decimal places. So I'm going to go to the 6th decimal place. This is the first one, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. So we're going to focus in on this 3 here. Everything before it stays the same. And then we check one number to the right, which is the 7. Is it 5 or greater? Yes, it is. So this 3 rounds up to a 4. Everything before it stays the same. And everything after it becomes a 0. Since it's asking us to round to 6 decimal places, we're only going to give them 6 decimal places. So this should be our final answer. And if we check our answer, there it is. And that's it for the lesson on rounding decimal places.